Hey, what's up? I'm Sailor Snubs. Welcome to my YouTube channel all about Sailor Moon news, reviews, and how-tos. And today I have an unboxing and a review of the Moon's Guardians Eternal Moon movie version resin statue from Gakabox Collectibles. Now, I had purchased this quite some time ago. I've actually had it in my collection for several months now, but I'm just now showing you the recorded footage of me unboxing and putting this character together. You will see that she comes in a very big box. My cat Luna decided that she wanted to help me with this unboxing, so you might see her in the background a little bit while she's hanging out with me on the floor in my collection room. But this unboxing took quite some time, so I did speed up the entire process so you could see the whole thing and experience it with me. But every single little piece in here is super intricate. All of them are hand painted, and this character actually comes with an extra supporting bust and a switchable head and hair, pigtails. So that was pretty interesting and very unique for this specific resin figure from Gakabox Collectibles. I'd never seen one like that where you could actually switch the head around. So I definitely wanted to add her to my collection and put her up on my beautiful shelf with all my other gorgeous collectibles. We have several pieces for this resin figure. She did take a very long time to unbox, and I was trying to be extremely careful since resin is so fragile and it's really easy to accidentally bend something and break it. These pieces can easily snap. So I was taking my time. I made sure to unbox every single piece super carefully and gently in order to not break anything. And for once in my life, I actually unboxed a figure and I didn't break anything. So I'm very proud of myself with this unboxing. Finally done. Okay, so I put everything up on my table so I could put her together. The collectibles all come with a special collectible card, and in this case I got number 16, so this is resin figure number 16 for this limited edition character. I believe she is still in stock at time of recording, so if you haven't picked up one for yourself, you might still be able to through Gakabox, so you can contact their business over on Instagram. I'll put a link down below in the YouTube description. So the first thing I tried to put together was attempting the teeny tiny little hair curlies around Sailor Moon's ears. This was pretty tough to do, and I had a hard time figuring out which hair curlies, because each one is slightly different, which one belongs on which head, and if they're supposed to go on the right or the left. So again, this was something where I had to have a lot of patience, and I also referred to the pictures on Gakabox's Instagram and their website in order to figure out which pieces go where. Eventually, I think I figured it out, so we move on to the base. This base has some really beautiful wings on both sides, which were very easy to put together, and the additional base for the bust has a couple of very cute little bunnies at the bottom. I did put the winky face version of her on the bust. I think that it really worked for this version of her, so that was very easy to put together. I included the raising up pigtails and just set that to the side. Now, her body for this resin figure is actually pretty heavy, and she is only standing on one leg. So placing this into the base, I was extremely careful again, as well as with these back ribbons for her fuku right underneath her wings. Now, every single piece in this figure line does have magnetic attachable pieces. So you're not going to run into issues with things falling off unless you shift them around with a lot of force. So I would suggest once you put these characters together to be extremely careful with them if you are moving them into a set place where they are going to remain permanently. Once I put her wings on, she was really coming together. She looks gorgeous. pigtails were a little bit complicated, and I just had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out where exactly they were supposed to go. One goes behind her wings and one goes in front of her wings, so I just had to use some references looking at Gakabox's Instagram, again, to determine which one is supposed to go behind her wing and then which one goes in the front. But again, these were nice and secure inside the holes that are on top of her head, so it was really easy to put those together. With the ribbons that extend out from the bottom base, I pretty much reverse engineered these, starting from the top and winding them around her body and then figuring out where they were supposed to be placed at the bottom, as opposed to putting them into the bottom base and then trying to figure it out, because then you could potentially break the pieces if you were trying to force them into place. The staff did require me to take it apart, even though I had previously just put the base and the top together before putting it in her hand. I ended up having to pull those two pieces apart, put it into her hand first, put the staff into her hand, and then place the top on top of it. But once she was all put together, I was able to see the transformation pose bust, as well as the full eternal Sailor Moon character next to each other, and they are absolutely gorgeous. You can immediately tell that Gakabox's statues are hand painted, so every single one in this line is going to have very, very slight differences, but I wouldn't consider any of those differences flaws. I consider them a piece of the art. They're really gorgeous pieces. I love the bust, how she has this gradient going from the white color up to her skin tone. It really gives you the impression that she's changing into her eternal Sailor Moon form, and her white fuku is slowly appearing on her body. I think it would be cool if the ribbons were semi-transparent. In the case of this figure, they are fully opaque. Her winky face has so much expression, and I was really impressed with the shininess of the ribbons and the metallic, beautiful components for her brooch and for the bottom bases. For the full-length Eternal Sailor Moon, everything from the shiny bits of her skirt to the gold metallic of her brooch and the crescent moons, everything feels like it has a reason to be there. And her face has, again, so much expression, and I love the movement that she is creating in this character. I love that she is leaning forward, so it does look like she is running in this case, and her hair is flowing out from behind. It's a really stunning figure, and if these are still in stock, I do highly recommend them. So that is the Eternal Sailor Moon movie version from Gakabox Collectibles. If you want to grab one of these, I will again put their Instagram link down below. I highly recommend these figures. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they would be a wonderful piece in anyone's collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Jane.